Robin is one of the most important characters in comics, always serving as a light in Batman's life since his arrival. However, what many people still don't know is that the hero's mantle has been passed on to others over the years, contrary to what many think, that Robin has always been the same character. Do you know who the main Robins of DC are over these more than 80 years of the character? Join me in this video to find out absolutely everything: who the Robins are, how many there are, and what their main characteristics are. Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Robin first appeared in Detective Comics number 38 in April 1940. The character has gone through great moments in comics and has been part of various DC team formations over the years. He has even been one of the world's finest alongside Batman and Superman. Beyond all this, each Robin had their own unique traits, which made each one distinct in the long crusade against crime alongside Batman and other heroes. So be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your presence is very important to us and always motivates us to bring the best content here on YouTube for you. Thank you very much, and let's get to the video. Dick Grayson. The first and most famous Robin was Richard Grayson. As a child, Dick and his parents were the Flying Graysons of Halley's Circus. When young Grayson's parents were killed during a performance, Bruce Wayne decided to investigate and ended up adopting the boy. After all, Bruce knows very well what it's like to lose parents as a child. Here on the channel, we have an old video about Robin's Year 1, it's the complete story. Click on the card that appears at the top right of the screen to check out that great comic. In Wayne Manor, young Richard received training and began to act alongside Batman, wearing the first Robin mantle. Over time, he became increasingly independent. He joined the Teen Titans and then began to operate solo, adopting the identity of Nightwing. Dick also took on the role of Batman in situations where Bruce was out of Gotham or dead. Want to know more about those stories where Dick was Batman? Write in the comments if you want to see a video about it. Jason Todd. Jason Todd was the second Robin. Born into a poor family, he constantly got involved in petty thefts and criminal activities. Jason Todd is the most controversial Robin in history. Introduced shortly after Dick's departure, Jason first appeared, at least in the post-crisis on Infinite Earths period, trying to steal the Batmobile's wheels. Seeing this, Bruce was moved and decided to help, channeling all the anger he saw in the boy, training him and giving him the same teachings he gave to Dick. Batman decided to pass the Robin mantle to Jason. The problem was that the public didn't really like the character's personality, which was much more violent and unstable than the previous Boy Wonder. Therefore, DC Comics had a very unusual idea to solve this. They opened a phone poll, as we are talking about the 1980s, with a simple question: should the new Robin stay alive? The choice to kill Robin came with a small margin over the choice not to kill him, and that's how it happened. Jason was killed by the Joker in the comic series A Death in the Family, which became known as one of the most impactful stories in Batman's history. When Superboy Prime caused alterations in reality during the events of Infinite Crisis, Jason was revived. Reborn, he returned to Gotham as the Red Hood, the former identity of the Joker, seeking to enact justice with his own hands. In the animated film Batman, Under the Red Hood, this detail involving Superboy Prime was removed. Jason came back to life after Ra's al Ghul put him in the Lazarus Pit. Tim Drake. After spending several years operating alone and feeling extremely traumatized by what had happened to Jason Todd, Batman found the smartest of all the Robins. Tim had been following Batman and Robin's adventures through Gotham City and managed to discover the identity of the Caped Crusader by himself. Batman was always impressed with Tim's detective skills, but the Dark Knight didn't want another partner because he felt guilty for Jason's death. Tim spent a good amount of time in the Batcave training and helping with investigations from there, striving to be worthy of the Robin mantle. After a long period, he finally earned Batman's approval and got his own uniform. With enviable intelligence and fighting skills nearly as good as the previous Robins, Tim soon became a fan favorite. When Dick Grayson was already one of the leaders of the Teen Titans, using the Nightwing mantle, he invited the new Robin to join the team, training him when he wasn't in the Batcave alongside the Dark Knight. The third Robin's uniform is a bit different, featuring a much higher concentration of red than the classic yellow and green. Over time, he adopted the moniker of Red Robin. In fact, he was the first Robin to have his own comic book in the 1990s. Stephanie Brown. Stephanie Brown is the daughter of one of Batman's enemies, the Clue Master, who lost all of his daughter's youth by always being in prison. She was the first woman to wear the Robin mantle in the official chronology. She went by the title of Spoiler and was an inexperienced vigilante in Gotham City. Additionally, she dated Tim Drake, the very Robin. When Tim decided to step down for a brief period, Stephanie took on the Robin uniform. Extremely reckless and with no respect for the team leader, Stephanie ended up being fired by Batman as he couldn't work alongside her. Damian Wayne. The son of Bruce and Talia al Ghul, Damian was raised completely in secret from his father, who for a long time didn't know of his existence. During those years, he was trained by his grandfather and the League of Assassins. It was clear that growing up in that environment wouldn't be healthy for Damian. He was extremely violent and felt no remorse when taking lives. After several years, he was finally placed under Bruce's tutelage, but that didn't last long, as the Dark Knight ended up dying in the final Crisis saga. This had a significant emotional impact on the son of the Bat, who was gifted with the Robin mantle by Alfred while Dick Grayson took on the role of Batman. After Bruce Wayne's return, Damian continued as the main Robin in the DC universe, considered by many to be the most arrogant of all. Although she is not one of the main timeline Robins, we cannot forget Carrie Kelly. Kelly's first appearance was in the critically acclaimed limited series, The Dark Knight Returns. At that time, Kelly was just a 13-year-old student who was saved by Batman. From then on, the young girl idolized the Dark Knight, saving up to create a Robin uniform, hoping one day to become his partner. When Batman loses the fight against the leader of the mutants, she appears to save him, and after Bruce recovers, he allows her to continue helping him in his crusade. If you want to know more about Robins, I'll leave some good comic book recommendations in the description of this video. By using our affiliate links, you help our channel without paying anything extra for it. Thank you very much for all the support you give us. Except for Carrie Kelly, these are the official Robins in DC's chronology. Each one has their unique skill, and over the years, great stories have been created with these characters. Now, I want to know your opinion. Who is your favorite Robin? Do you have a favorite story about the Boy Wonder? Write in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to always be informed about everything involving DC and Marvel. Thank you very much to everyone who stayed until the end of the video. See you soon.